In this video, I'll get a job. For 24 hours, I'll try out what it's like to be an employee at Foul. I'll be guided by both owners, Paya and Stepa, who will ultimately decide if I'm worth it and if I could handle such a position. Will I be able to make my own custom socks and lightweight shin guards? And how did we manage filming outside in about -33 degrees? You'll see that and much more in today's vlog, so hit like, subscribe and watch until the end. We're on our way. So, my first day working as an employee for 24 hours. Wow, life is completely different. Getting up the journey. Anyway, I still don't have it quite like a regular employee because we're going to work out. I have my co-worker here with me. So we're going to work out and then we're heading to the shoot, or rather to the workplace where we'll be working on some commercials for fall. So I'll throw in some nice shots from the workout because you just need to keep yourself in shape, you know, so you look decent in those videos. It's important. Alright, let's do this. Zoom, zoom. Beautiful weather, good mood, green recovery. What more could you ask for? It'll be great voice training too. How much recovery do you have? 54? 54. That sounds about right, I think. Yeah, gym sharp. Look at that. What kind of sportswear totally? And this, what is it? Gym glamour. Doritan will be Nike. If anything, just text her. Running one's cheap. The exercise I just did now, it's obviously not the best, but I really recommend it because lately my lower back has been giving me a lot of trouble, and this really strengthens it. And I also feel like it doesn't hurt as much afterwards because when my lower back hurts and I do this, the next day it's already better, so that's a little tip. Okay, the workout is done. I filmed everything because it's always a bit stressful to set up the tripod in the gym when someone is working out right next to you. When you go to the bench, there's someone on one side, someone on the other, so there's always a bit of stress there, you know? No, I mean, I try, no one really cares, but you know how it is. Anyone who's ever tried to film themselves in the gym knows what I'm talking about. So, the usual post-workout meal, because I actually didn't have breakfast, I just had a banana to get some quick carbs, but I wouldn't have been able to digest a rice meal at that point. So now 2 shakes, some blueberries, and we're heading towards Trebek. So I've arrived in Trebek, parked here as usual, probably in a no parking zone, but I'm used to that from Prague, so no problem. And for now, being an employee isn't as bad as the drive with a podcast, so you know, it's going to be chill. And I can already see the guys here wearing merch. I want that hoodie too, I want it. Look, hey there. Hey, hello. I think you're parking the G-Wagon there. Yeah, maybe next time I'll still have to earn a bit more, but I'd go for a G-Wagon. So, where are we going anyway? What do they have that's good there? But we're heading to Adam Svichny's place. It's a good restaurant, I can give them some promo, right? Wow, that's not a bad start at all. That's pretty chill. Nice, some meat fries, so enjoy your meal too. So we'll have a good meal, then we're heading to the office. Alright, we're just on our way to the store now. And wow, we just sat for like an hour and talked partly about fall, about my current situation, and we discussed what we're going to film today. And wow, I really love talking to people who deal with the same things, or just people who understand your world. You can talk to them about deep topics, not just superficial things, but conversations that truly enrich your life. Simply, the people you surround yourself with shape and influence you so much. I'm always so energized from these kinds of conversations when I'm on my way afterwards. I can really feel the energy and my mind is just racing, and this is what I love. Today is going to be great, we're just at the beginning, but I already know it's going to be really awesome. So, we're already at my workplace for today, in the place where you said you're going to wear me out. So, what's the plan for today? What should I expect?
Well, you're going to work like a mule. We need to sweep here, mop the floor and shovel the snow.
If they hadn't told me it would be expensive, I hope the paycheck looks good after.
Look, Paya will come, he'll train you right away and put you to work.
I'm curious.
Let's get started, we'll go through everything, we'll make socks and shin guards.
Okay.
So it's definitely gonna be interesting. I believe you'll do well, I hope.
People will likely find it interesting to see how production and preparation work when they order from your website. So if you could show us what's hiding behind these doors.
So let's do it.
So we can go take a look at it.
Let's go, let's go.
So I hope I'll be able to make some nice socks.
So welcome.
Yeah, that's interesting. Look, you can already see socks and shin guards.
So welcome, yeah. No, that's more like a mess. Don't film that.
But I mean, it's not a mess. It's beautiful. Yeah, do you dry it here or what do you do with it?
Look, this is basically how it works here. Lots of things are set up in a way that just works.
Yes, practical.
And this, for example, is something that might not look like it now, but when it's Christmas, for example, then it's actually sewn completely
Completely full, you know.
covered, yeah, with socks. And actually, when there's an order being packed here, then you come, you look, for example, you have TK1 here.
Yes.
If we threw everything together, you'd be searching for TK1 in a pile of socks.
That's smart.
So actually, you come here,
So you can see it.
and then actually in the season, November, December, when there are tons of socks, you'll find it right away here. It's different.
What flag is this? Who knows? Write in the comments if you recognize this, because I'd say I'm generally pretty good with flags, like from FIFA, but here I really have no idea.
Look, I don't know, but you have that, so the girls here will definitely scold you. You're responsible for starting that trend where people put, besides the Czech one, the German flag there.
Zimbabwe.
Exactly.
And wait.
That's fine, but I've never even heard of those countries before. Those flags are usually like that, some eagle on them, 15 different colors.
Yes, something special.
Which is quite hard to embroider because, so of course, on that small space, you can't do it in detail.
You can't make it perfect.
Well, we can give you grief for that here.
Well, no. I can't get chewed out on my first day at work. It has to be. It has to be successful. I'll work for it today so that...
You know it. Well, we can take a look right here at those machines where it actually...
They're running. This is where the embroidery happens.
Exactly, this is where the embroidery happens. It's running basically non-stop from morning till evening. We've given the machines a short break so they can...
Happy Japan. Well, that's from Japan.
Well, but from Japan / from Burma, but actually I think they're some of the highest quality machines. I know that the supplier said that there are very few machines like ours. They basically measure their lifespan in kilometers. Kilometers as in thread, how much it sews, and there are very few machines in the country that sew as much as these do because they really run from morning till night. They just keep going, you know.
So this machine here embroidered this Brazilian sock. The Brazilian ones are the nicest, by the way, so...
Well, look, you'll definitely try it out later. I think we can easily do that.
Hey,
Go ahead, there are some rejects here, so I hope yours doesn't end up here.
are those the ones that were bad or something like that?
Yeah, look, because of course they're made there.
In case it doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, even the machine can get stuck.
It's good now. That's a lot of free socks. If you'd want some, write it in the comments. That's good. Yeah.
Of course, the machine isn't perfect, and neither are we, so you can see here, for example.
But I appreciate that you don't send it like that. I would have sent it like, look, it's fine, right? You say you won't send the Czech flag unless it's perfect, even though I would have sent it as is?
No, definitely not. Yeah, that can happen there. We'll show you later. I'm not really an expert on this because I obviously don't do it. So if I were to show you, I probably wouldn't be able to, but the thread can snap. It can happen.
That definitely won't happen to me. It's all good.
Well, I'm curious about that.
I'll be good at this. I did embroidery in elementary school on Wednesdays and was always good at it. The teacher praised me, so my classmates definitely weren't the ones doing it for me.
So I'm curious.
And for example, this one is just perfect, really.
Look, there could be a mistake, right? Of course, they come as a pair. You embroider the first one, the second one.
Aha, okay.
So you can actually make a mistake in just one, and then you basically have both of them ruined.
I already feel bad about it. So many nice socks, they have to be put to some use.
We can organize a contest.
We can organize a contest, exactly. So write in the comments if you want any of those socks and maybe we'll send some your way. Or maybe not. But that's cool.
Beautiful.
So this is where socks are embroidered.
This is where embroidery is done, where you, for example...
These are clean, dry ones. Well, they're all dry, but these have no print.
Exactly. These don't have any embroidery yet, and that's just part of what we keep here plain.
Yes.
So that we can embroider in different sizes and so on. Actually, we embroider not only on socks, but nowadays also on hats and now even on bags and totes. So you could say that we try to do this. Whatever can be embroidered, we try to do it because, as you know, it's kind of...
In its own way, it's that added value.
So
For me too, that's probably the biggest specific advantage, that since it's custom, you just want to have your initials on it no matter what it is, so that's smart. Then you can make jackets, shoes with embroidery.
Jackets, shoes.
So let's come up with that, a new line.
Exactly, here you go, a cap.
Nice, they should make that the next product. I was interested in creating something new and even selling the design.
We expected that, a little know-it-all over here. There are many options and little time.
Yeah, everything. Now I have one question. If you had to reveal one thing to people that you're planning for this year, something they don't know about yet, something they haven't heard, what would it be?
Look, there are always a lot of things. We were just saying we make plans and then don't manage to get through everything.
Yes.
But we have a few things that I believe we can manage. Some are more secret, some are less secret, and we definitely want to continue.
Yes.
By further developing the products we already have. That means limited edition shin guards, limited edition socks.
Limited editions.
Limited edition shin guards.
Yes.
Socks, your favorite ones with the grey stripe.
I'm looking forward to that.
They're getting ready and will arrive soon.
Okay.
So that's for sure. And then the big news when it comes to socks. So actually the anti-slip feature that we have there, of course for some people it's indispensable. On the other hand, some people don't like it. Some people like wearing them even in running shoes for workouts. You look like you even sleep in them.
Exactly.
We know there's some demand for socks without grip.
Well, definitely.
We won't make it exactly the same, but we'll design the sock to work well without the grip. So that will definitely be something new. And another, but I'll keep it to myself.
I have to admit, I appreciate this since I wear them to the gym and everywhere else. So I'll actually be glad if there's even a version where I might not even need the anti-slip feature, but the fact that it's there, that's it. So I'm curious to see what it's like without it. Actually, here's a sketch of what it could look like.
Yeah, you see, that's exactly what we were just trying out, but...
We can show that good, but I actually like it.
Yeah, I took that.
Like, something in the sense that this seems to me like it's already enough, that there'd already be enough grip there.
That's not actually anti-slip.
But, oh, you mean those strips, right? Like...
So as you can see, actually this material here, it's not the grip feature, but with this material you can actually make it so that the sock will...
Like this?
Exactly, because the sock, if you look here,
yes,
is made up of several different types of materials. Here it's breathable, here it's more durable and so on. And even within this bottom material, which is denser, the sock will likely be more breathable and lighter.
Okay.
So even with the composition of the material, you can actually create some kind of grip or something that will hold your foot well.
Cool.
And this is just kind of sketched out more or less.
How did you like it when you were there?
Yeah, sure, because of course then you have to put it into the production machine somehow, and so you can imagine more or less how it's going to look.
And interesting, yeah. I'm really looking forward to this kind, like... I'm really curious to see how it turns out, and we're planning it. Well, you are. I'm already employed here, so that's how I see it. When are you planning it?
Well, look, I think it will definitely be in Q1, which means in the coming months. And it's not something that we would... Since we're handling everything in the Czech Republic, we can't just order socks from China and get them in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So we have to develop it, we have to test it. I can easily promise you that...
Yeah, I'll test it.
You can be part of the first pilot round.
Yeah, so...
Right, and then we'll see if it doesn't tear, if it doesn't shrink when it's washed, and so on and so on. And then we'll be able to put it out into the world, yeah?
Cool. I have another side quest here because actually the first week of camp when it launches will be what's called Prabikent, as we've named it. If you ever wanted to spend a week training, I won't be training since I'm not good enough, but I'll supervise. Maybe I'll get some training too. So you definitely can. I'll leave a link to this first week of the camp down in the description. I'd be happy since it's a beautiful place, so maybe we'll spend the week here with some of you.
Martas, to embroider these socks, we need to switch the frame. Here's the frame for you. And maybe I'll let you figure out how to do it on your own for a bit.
Wait, I can't embarrass myself on video like this.
But try it anyway. At least I'll see how technically skilled you are.
And what am I supposed to put where?
So come over here with me.
So I'll put this second frame on top of that. I'm not elected.
If you're unsure, let me know and I'll check for you.
But wait, now it's slipping away. And now use your hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the way through.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Super. Thanks for taking it out. Please try to put the other one in for us.
And why are we actually changing it?
Because we just had an attachment for different products in there.
For shin guards.
Not for shin guards. We had it for the neck warmer and for the cap. So let's continue.
Yes.
Now, let's take a look. We have an attachment
And now we'll move on.
here. So marchers, we have some frames prepared here into which we'll be putting the socks. So let me show you. We'll need two things here. We have some cut pieces of paper, which are important for us so that the embroidery will actually hold.
That's needed so it holds well.
Exactly. You take a sock and put it inside here on this paper. We're ready.
Which fingers are you holding it with? Well, now we're starting to get into a bit of a problem here.
But no, you're not completely wrong.
Well, that's not exactly it.
Look, what's important is how it is.
So that it's in the middle.
Exactly.
So,
But here we don't know where the middle will be. That means when we make the second sock, we'll deliberately put a dot there.
okay.
And now we need to close it, so to speak. Because let's try to keep the center.
And with that, well,
It's just facing me this way. Nice. Turn it around and roll up the sock so that the paper is visible actually from this side.
so kind of like this.
So it stays in place and doesn't fall out.
This is already quite complicated. Like totally, yeah, like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. This little piece of paper is a bit, but that's okay.
You will do this. So this is how you grab it. And you take it out.
And does this work too?
That will be enough.
Okay.
Yeah. For a first try, it's not bad at all. So, but now you should...
Be precise, because watch out.
Here you can see that it's making a little wave, so the height would already be uneven.
Well, that can't be. We don't want that, do we? No.
Are you doing it yourself too?
Definitely not. Well, I don't know.
If it was actually nice. So here we'll need it to find some kind of center. So we have here counted. If you count 8 of these, I don't know what to call them.
Little lines.
Little lines.
Here, like I haven't been going to school for a week Friday, but
And if you add it like this, then you'll have the center, and here you have to line up the dot. And you don't have to make it too obvious.
I'll see. That's enough. Good.
And now your task will be to somehow get that dot into the middle of this frame. So second attempt, let's go.
This is complicated. The middle part goes there and they'll lift it up. I'm focused. I need these socks perfect.
It's tearing a little.
Great.
We now have the attachment for the embroidery machine. Next, take the sock and do this.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
You've really got the hang of it. Haven't you done this before? Probably.
Hey, I've done a few thousand for you.
A few thousand. That's crazy.
Yeah, great. It turned out great.
Come on, let's embroider, but don't forget.
Here's a list of colors.
Yes.
Yeah, the ones we're going to use.
Well,
And so that means now we're going to talk about this here.
this can be red.
I can be red.
Really?
Alright.
Alright, so let's do a special version.
Yeah.
Sure.
So maybe it would be good to say that we usually use black,
Yes.
but these are special socks, so it'll be red. Now this color here, excellent. So now we'll take it. Yes. Now we need to get it under here, and at the same time you have to lift this up so it stays in place.
Like the little stick, you mean?
Yeah, here. We actually need to lift this up and then get it in.
This is crazy. I think I've already forgotten the embroidery centers. I'm not sure, but it's good they had the item. Maybe it was just an accident.
And now an important thing, so we have the circle. Now I need to wrap it all the way around, but stay inside the circle. If we don't do that, it will actually tear.
Yes, wrapped it around, just like here.
And you're still inside the circle, but you have to stay inside the circle.
Great.
Well, I think it's good so far.
Yes.
And now what's going to be important is this. That's why I asked about your eyesight. See the needle here with the hole? Now you need the end of the thread.
I see, yes. Thread it.
Thread it through the hole.
And which side?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I bet you can't do it and we'll keep bumping into that little hole.
So let's align it.
You need to have it just like this.
Good.
And you can even lick it if you want, so it really has a tip.
And how many socks can you make with one color if white is the one you use the most? So how many, like that one thread, let's say this one, this little strip here, how many socks will it last for?
But we haven't counted it, but
An estimate.
I think it's like, I'll say, low hundreds.
Okay. So they don't do it just once every half hour.
Like this when it...
Naturally, when there are many orders, see.
It's more about the fact that now we'll only find out if we did it right.
No, we do, that's for sure.
I mean, I really focused, no.
Unfortunately.
From the first step, I can see that maybe it would need a more detailed look. This thread was meant to be below. I told you that twice. And now...
I'm sorry, Payo.
No, it's okay. The thing is, when we start the embroidery now, it will break.
But oh, this step here, I didn't like that one.
I'll try to fix it, so we still need to undo it here, yeah.
You're a champ.
Alright, fixed.
That's why I like him.
Let's take a look. Let's check that embroidery. You said you wanted to have...
Let's try. Do it in red. Yeah.
So now you don't have a dot here. But we need to put a laser. So the laser goes... here.
Okay. That's cool. Now it's getting fun.
Now it's starting to get fun. That's great. That means you have to keep the embroidery here in this template, because if you put it next to it, it'll hit the frame, and we don't want that. The needles would get damaged.
So,
I think we've got it in the center. So this is basically here. Do you think if we put it on now, you'll be okay with the embroidery?
oh, 100%, I'll be absolutely thrilled about it.
Martas. So in that case, the green button just means start, and it'll get going, and we'll see how it turns out.
No turning back now, that's it. Yeah, I really enjoy this. Wow, it's alive. Have you ever tried red embroidery?
Honestly, probably not. But it's good to mention.
With red embroidery.
You actually have it right at the limit.
That's really legendary.
On gray socks.
Red ID. I'm really happy about this. This is very striking. Artias?
We have a bigger one. Let's go. They moved quickly now. You have to hand it to them.
That they really know what they're doing.
Great. So now I'll ask you to lift up that frame and pull it towards yourself. Good. Great. Perfect.
Red embroidery for the first time in my life. You haven't seen this before, have you? You don't have this? You don't have this at home?
So, and if you look from the other side, now we're going to need to remove this.
Yes.
And here, actually trim the threads.
And the first one, do you remove it or do you remove the first one? Well, no.
Now we need to remove it from the frame. And now we take the template, pull out the sock.
That's not the end yet. No.
No, now we throw this away. You have to look here if you want to leave it there. I assume probably not. Take the little scissors. But now you have to be careful, because now you can actually...
destroy the whole sock. Exactly.
And you don't want that.
Definitely not.
So...
especially not my special red Brazilian one. Nice.
We got it.
Limit. Hey, it really pops on it, so let's tear it off.
No, you'll step out of the game.
No, okay.
Wait.
I do it differently now, so let's tear it off.
So I recommend just having the guys finish it off from here. Shoot mainly at those on the edge.
I'm really focused because I don't want to mess this up. I'm afraid I've got that sock in there.
It's terrible.
No, it's fine, really, yeah? I'm completely satisfied, I like it. I'm totally happy. I have beautiful new socks, so I realized that maybe my preferences will be different here. So, are there any other positions I could try? This one probably won't work.
Hey, we'll definitely try the shin guards too. If you could also cut and print it here, so we can try it out. So, are you satisfied?
Yeah, absolutely, look. They're beautiful, and nobody else has them.
They're simply unique. They're almost unique because I think you're the first one in 7 years that we've embroidered this with a red embroidered ID.
Alright, we're taking a short break now, and apparently I have these bars here. Look, these ones, energy. And then these protein ones, salted caramel. These are really my favorites, so I'll steal a lot of these. But shh, don't mention I took so many. I'll give one to everyone and see. I can't hold all these right now, anyway. Well, anyway. I think we can keep going because this kind of energy will last us all day. So as a good employee, to win you over a bit after those trains, not the socks, after those things. Look, here, you have a protein bar.
Top notch, caramel, my favorite.
My favorite too. I have one as well. Of course, let's have it.
Thanks.
Well done. Here, me too, please. My advice, you have to, if you can't do that activity, you must win people over in other ways, and I let myself know. Of course, I put it here for safekeeping, then I'll take it with me. That's what we have here.
Please. While you and Stepan were working on the design today, I had the chance to carve out some guards here, because you like likes, right?
I do.
Check out our size range that we have.
Cool, like this one. I even think that I would play in it, just like I used to play in it about 6 years ago or so, and I've completely gotten out of the habit, so I even think I'll just put this on my shin now. The only thing missing is the ankle thing. We don't do that. Yeah. That's good.
That's even for us now?
Yes.
Anyway, I think you'll definitely pick from the smallest ones here.
Yes. Alright, all the ads. All the ads at Fulu are filmed. And now we're heading to the field in Velké Meziříčí. And it's terribly cold, it's about -17. No, it's -7, but it's extremely cold, and we're going to shoot some interesting ads on the field there, so I'm curious to see how it turns out. It's harder to shoot anything here because it's so freezing, you really don't feel like doing it. But I have to warm up properly before we go there. So I turned the heater all the way up, put on a neck warmer, and I'll see you there. But I think the shots from this could be really cool, so I hope it works out. That's what it's all about. It's just that kind of work where you really get into your element, into that flow. That's it, but the cold is unbelievable.
Yeah. Can't identify what's said. Voice is too distant. Can't identify what's said. Voice is too distant. You too, me too.
Challenging video. But what wouldn't we do for a video? Ah, that's great.
Aren't you cold?
Phew, well, I'm heading back now. The guys and I were at the Beauty and Peace Wellness Center, which is our favorite wellness spot in Velké Meziříčí, so I really recommend it. It's really great. Actually, I even shot 2 promo reels there because I know the owner and she's a really nice person and it's just a really pleasant place overall. So if you like wellness, I definitely recommend it. Anyway, today was really incredible. I'm just driving and I feel so energized because we actually managed to get so much done. It's now 8:30 or around 8:30 and I have about an hour to get home. I really enjoy days like this, just that feeling of gratitude and at the same time the desire to live and do things. I'm really super grateful for it. Of course, in this video I was joking a bit about, you know, the whole employee thing and all that, but really connecting with people and spending time with those who fulfill you and who you enjoy being with, that's the most important thing. I hope you could feel from this video that you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you left a comment, gave a like, or subscribed, so I'd be more motivated to keep making videos like this and maybe share some know-how or value with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and right now you can see 2 videos on the screen, so pick one to watch next. See you, let's keep grinding.